Welcome. This is game number 2 of the first match of the TQ versus RYA Gaming clan war. Right now we have Eternal Dawn, who is the Protoss spawn in the bottom of Lost Temple, going up against tQSwarM, who is the Zerg spawn in the left of Lost Temple. Now this was a losers pick map, and it was Eternal Dawn who did lost. He lost, so this is his choice of map. Now, I do want to say that immediately right off the bat, we can tell that these spawning positions are really gonna basically favor airplay, really, because you can get air units just directly over there. So mutas might be coming out from Swarm just because of these spots. You also see that he will see the spawning position for Eternal Dawn immediately, and so will Eternal Dawn. He will go over here, immediately see that this Overlord is there. Both players now know their other opponent spawns. And really, that's one of the reasons why Zerg lately has actually been sending the first Overlord, if they spawn over here, all the way over here, just to prevent that little timing with sending the probe over there to try and scout for that. So now Swarm is going to go over here and just see exactly what is going to happen from Eternal Dawn. And we're going to see if Eternal Dawn is going to try and go for either a late gateway or a early nexus, depending on what he scouts from tQSwarM, probably. Like if this probe sees that there's a spawning pool going down, he'll most likely 15 nexus. But we're going to see that, nope, it'll be a spawning pool first. So now Eternal Dawn does know that he will need to throw down his gateway. Yep, there's the gateway immediately in response. Now, so it was a 15 gateway and with very, very constant probe production. So we're going to see that, yep, there's the assimilator. So really natural build order transition after just probing up as much as he can. But now, okay, so Swarm is trying to throw down his expansion, and Eternal Dawn is going to try and block it a little bit, which he is succeeding in. Right now, Swarm is just trying to throw down his Nexus, and now he finally, or not his Nexus, his hatchery. He'll be able to, once he gets the money for it. He did just continue producing things normally and macroing up when he couldn't throw down the hatchery. But now he does have 300, and there is the hatchery. So the probe does see this, so he'll probably just run off now, and now he's gotten all the scouting information that he can really hope to get in the really early game. There was no really fast approach warrant or anything. It's just tQSwarM just macroing up normally. Now we do have the Cybernetics core going down immediately, and it will just take this one Zealot to block this ramp. Swarm does have an Overlord here, so he does see all the buildings that are over here. Just send his Overlord most likely to this edge of this cliff in order to get the scouting info later on. Let's just see. There is going to be a... there's going to be a simulator thrown down before Swarm could actually get his gas stealing. So his drone is just going to sit there next to the assimilator and not be able to build a extractor. So his drone was a little late for that, but still the expansion is mostly up, and Zerglings are now out, and really gas is going down. So Swarm is probably going to go for getting Zergling speed after macroing up, getting a queen out, etc. He's even getting a second queen out right now, so he will have the second queen for his expansion fairly soon. And now, yeah, he's going to throw down this queen to hang out at the expansion, and then when this one pops, he'll just use this one for his main. Just pretty standard stuff, nothing crazy is really going on. He doesn't have enough money to really do anything quite yet. Does seem that he's actually going to be a supply block, because he doesn't seem to be making his Overlord at the right time. There it is. But now, anyway, Eternal Dawn is just continuing to macro up. He's got a second gateway coming out, so he actually might be seeing Stalker pressure, theoretically. Except he's going to use Zealot pressure, which didn't exactly benefit him in the last game. Using that first Zealot sort of ended up being a sacrificial Zealot and didn't even kill any of the... Oh, look, Stalker's been at the front, attacking, and so really, Swarm's been a little pressure put on him. It does seem that this Zealot's going to be able to come in and help add a lot more damage. Really, the Stalker could take out the Zergling. There we go, it does take it out. And now, Swarm's going to be in a tough position. He's probably going to produce a bunch more Zerglings to try and defend this. But really, so Eternal Dawn's just going to pull back instead of doing some damage. Okay. There is another Zealot that's out, and Warp Gate is about to finish. We do have a third gateway that was just put down. So let's just see what Eternal Dawn is going to try and macro up to do. And really just continuing to chrono boost things out. You could probably just benefit more from just canceling the sentry and then just turning the warp gate and then producing a sentry. That'd probably be the most efficient way to get it out instead of just chrono boosting it there. Another sentry is going to pop out at the same time though. Warp gate, warp gate. So he does have 3 warp gates out now, but no expansion. Swarm does have expansion, so throw down a spine crawler just to help defend. Because really, Eternal Dawn has to do something. Either throw down his Nexus almost instantly, like right now he does have the money for it, there we go. He does finally throw it down. He does not have a forge or anything for a cannon, which is what he did in the last game. He has forge up and get the +1 weapons upgrade. But right now, Swarm's getting a full scout and everything over here, and he sees that this Nexus is out because we can just go with his vision for a second. Yep, he does see the Nexus blatantly, and he's also going to come here and see all the tech units. And this will be sniped. This Overlord will be sniped, but he's expecting it. He did try and sacrifice it, but anyway. This attack's incoming. It's got a lot of sentries, so these Zerglings are going to be a little bit of a rough spot to try and actually do a lot against these guys. Because the sentries with these amount of force fields will be able to do a lot of damage. But here we go. Full surround, actually. And now, oh god, that's really not good for Eternal Dawn. Yep, here, good force fields to try and block with the Zerglings. But there are so many Zerglings that Swarm could just take everything out really easily. Get the full surround on all of these guys. But no, he's going to go right for the main base. You can see he's coming back here, but still, there are enough units for Eternal Dawn that this will not happen. What Swarm could do is just pick off all of these guys as they run by. And it's that is what he's going to do. He's got a full surround on the Zealots, take them out fairly easily, and now it's just the Stalker that's going to be taken care of also incredibly easily. Now we can go into the main of tQSwarM and actually see that he has an Evolution Chamber. He's getting missile attacks and Glio Constitution. He's going to go for a mainly Roach army, which did very well for him in the last game. Going to start prepping to take his third. He did take an early third in the last game too. This time he's going to take it at a gold expansion. But now there are some overlords over here to make sure he has vision of the high ground, make sure that it doesn't get abused. But really, Swarm's doing a good job of macroing up. We can see in the unit counting station that he does have one or really equal amount of drones between drones and probes. So really, with both guys on 2 bases, but we have more gas geysers over here. Swarm does have an advantage in terms of having gas and tech. But now let's just see. It does seem that Eternal Dawn's going to get his third gas up. Most likely just stay on gateway units. And as I say that, there's a robo going down. So I'm completely wrong. But still, we do have the +1 weapons coming on. And we might actually try and be seeing Colossi coming from Eternal Dawn in order to deal with Swarm and his army. But still, the Spine Crawler is being moved up. Creep is being spread. No third expansion quite yet, but still, roaches are coming out. And if we look at the look at what's going on over here, we can see that the Robo facility is out, and we can see that over here, this pylon is just here. It probably is either spot or go for hidden tech is unclear. But Swarm is going to have an Overlord right there. It's going to get attacked by the Stalker, and yep, he's going to move him away. So we will survive. But still, we can move around here, and it does seem that the robotics facility is just going to build an observer. Not enough gas to throw down a robotics bay, if that's going to be the choice of Eternal Dawn. He does have his 4th assimilated up, but he's not mining from it quite yet. He probably needs to, though. And here we do have +1 ranged missile attacks happening. It does complete. So now roaches are +1. They will be a lot more effective than before. However, +1 weapons is about to be done for Eternal Dawn, which means that these Zerglings that Swarm has will actually die in just 2 shots from the Zealots, which is pretty key. We do have the 3rd base up here for Swarm, and it's going down. Really, Swarm is probably in a better macro position. Like you can see, he is ahead in the food count. However, here we go. Oh, good corruption, right when that Immortal is supposed to come out. But yeah, we do have another Robo facility going down, so we actually might have 2 Robo Immortals going down, because I don't see any robotics bays for Eternal Dawn. So that actually might be an interesting thing, because it would probably be smart too, because we can see that Swarm does go more roach heavy, and 2 Overlords get sniped, completely supply blocking Swarm, and he's actually in 2 more Overseers. He might be trying to do a little bit of contamination to try and deal with a double robotics facility, because double robotics facility Immortals will do very well against this roach army, especially with the aid of they just walked right by each other. Oh, that is bad. Yeah, so Swarm is going to see this and just pull back, and yes, but really these is going to be trouble. So we can probably expect a lot of force fields happening to try and prevent the roaches from really getting in range. Swarm's got control is quickly. Yep, good job getting the Zerglings all the way in the back. And now a really good army control, but really this +1 weapons on the Zealots are going to destroy Zerglings almost instantly. Immortal does get taken out, so now Swarm's just going to try and micro his roaches to do this. But this might be too many Stalkers and everything. But okay, now Swarm's in a much better position. Okay, yep, he's going to be safe. He's going to move in and just completely destroy these forces of Stalkers. And now, the mismicro with the pathing. Just giving a few Stalkers for free to Swarm. Hydras are now out, so this is really going to be a good job for Swarm. He's Eternal Dawn's going to try and start taking out these rocks. He doesn't know more, which will help do that fairly quickly, but still, He's got to come in, and oh, look at this. Swarm's going to try and counterattack right now, going right for the gold, just in case that there is a third expo at the gold. But these guys are going to get destroyed fairly easily. He's trying to snipe the Immortal. That's definitely a good choice. And now they're going to move in. Hydra's going to help just DPS so badly against Eternal Dawn. And oh, so those guys are gone, and really Swarm's going to push in for the kill right now. There are a lot of units over here right now, but the contamination on Warp Gates and the Robo. Robo wasn't doing anything, but it doesn't matter. But still, Eternal Dawn's in such a bad position, about to lose his entire army. There's GG from Eternal Dawn, and Swarm 2-0s him. Let's move on.